Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Narbash deck and guide. I am Sylphin. If you want to take a closer look at the deck itself, go to the end of the videos. That's where we will explain it more in detail. Now we first have to talk about why do you pick Narbash? Really, a key defining feature of Narbash is his probably the most reliable stun in the game, and that is his thunk, his right click. You can do a tremendous amount of work with it, and it's super reliable. That's it. It's a point and click stun. That's a range. It's really quite reliable to land, and that is why you pick him for key stuns on enemy targets, a Gideon, Alt, or anybody that you just know what they're going to do, and you just need that stun ASAP. Another key defining feature of Narbash is that he is the sustain support. He is the support where you can heal up your allies like nobody's business. That is because Song of My People, his E ability in this scenario, with a Fae that is going to be poking us pretty darn hard. We're going to get that ability first. What it is, it's a toggle AoE aura that heals nearby allies for 20 maximum health per second. 12 maximum mana is used per second while active. So it's just a mana drain to give you an AoE heal. He is the sustain support. If you want to do that, then that is the option for you. I'm gonna get that first, and then get my thunk second. What it is, it's a projectile throw. 88 ability damage, a stun for 1.2 seconds. It's damn reliable. You can hold it, let go, and there's the stun. Really that simple. It's just what it's all about. And that's why I kind of picked Narbash. His last ability we're going to get here is March. It's an AoE speed buff that grants all nearby allies movement speed bonus. You can see here it's a 25 movement speed bonus to all nearby allies that decays over 4 seconds. So you get a lot of it at the start, and then you don't get as much. Really, that is about as simple as it is. Now the first card that we're going to get is Font of Experience. I felt like I needed that experience all the time in order to kind of level up my ability, especially my sustain Song of My People in this early game, and kind of get my ultimate. And it is pretty darn sick. What it is, it's called Crash Bang Boom. It's an AoE damaging ability that deals 339 ability damage over 3 seconds. It has a 50% movement speed slow to all enemies that are in it, and it has it knocks people up at the end of the ability. So after 3 seconds, on this final wallop of his drums, he knocks all enemies up. He is also reduced in movement speed, so you have to be careful, but if you use it at the appropriate time, it's solid. It really is quite solid. I'm going to try to okay. You can probably get somebody here. Hopefully. Oh, okay. He didn't follow me. All right. So that is another one of Narbash's great abilities, and that is his initiation. He can start with a thunk and get people out of position, but unfortunately, there is no follow up there, and that. Hey, that's all what you know, teams are about, needing to utilize what Narbash brings to the table. That would have been a great pick, but fortunately this Wraith didn't follow me up, and the rest of the team didn't either. Now, one really powerful thing about Narbash is he has a great hard initiation with his March to grant movement speed, his thunk to keep somebody rooted, and then his ultimate to slow and then knock somebody up. You can really turn the tide really quick. You can rush forward, keep somebody in position, and then obviously keep the engagement in one place. It's really powerful, and it's something you really have to be aware of and utilize as Narbash. Now there's the Wraith nonsense there, as the entirety of the enemy team is here. I'm going to try to just be as supportive perhaps as possible. Try to grant this here, and there's the stun on the Revenant, but unfortunately the Wraith here did not rotate and help us out. So that's going to be a tier 1 and probably tier 2 in this match. One fantastic card on Narbash is Shield Link, and that is Abaling's Grace. We can put a shield on a target for 25% of our maximum health, and we also get that shield. So not only can we heal people, we can stun people, we can slow people, and we can make our allies faster. Now we can shield our allies. So it's very, very, very powerful here. See if we can get this pick, but nobody is here to follow it up. That would have been that was an easy pick. Unfortunately, no follow-up. We're gonna have to be very careful here. I'm going to do this here. And unfortunately, I'm gonna use my ultimate here because there was and follow up. There we go, and they're coming. There is a fantastic job, but there's a Revenant. I'm gonna try to get away from here. I think I will be. So there is a pretty good example of Narbash doing his thing there, using that shield link. The shield didn't really save me too much. It did mitigate the damage from the Fae, but other than that, we tried to just disrupt and help our allies confirm some kills. I'm going to try to protect our heroes here, but no, completely obliterated. And you know what? That is one thing about Narbash that it's kind of at odds with his hero design. He is a melee caster support. He has the health of a caster. He has the mana pool of a caster, but he's this melee chunky guy. He's much more squishy than arguably he maybe should be. And it just makes it unfortunate because it's kind of totally at odds with his design. And, you know, you have to keep that into account. He's not tanky. Now, another fantastic card is Yomi Guardian. What it does is reduce all basic damage taken by nearby enemy heroes by 100 for 8 seconds. So this Revenant is not going to do much. This Wraith with his basics, Sevarogs with his basics, not going to do much. It's going to be really, really, really powerful. And, you know, you can just tell that it goes to town when you use it appropriately and, you know, make sure that you're taking that basic damage. Another thing is that shield link that works really quite well. And I'm going to try to use it here, but I don't have the mana I wanted to. There we go. There's the shield that I got. And that's kind of the thing you can start to do with Narbash in this late game. The area defense and the shield link start to give you that tankiness with the damage reduction and damage return. It starts to add up. And here is the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Lamplighter and Rejuvenator, if you really need that vision and that sustain that Rejuvenator can bring, definitely go for that right off the bat at the start of the match. Armored Footman, fantastic card to reduce basic damage taken by 50, has a 20% chance of proccing. Really great in the early game in lane against minions and enemy hero basic attacks. Font of Experience we used in this match. I wanted to make sure I had my ultimate. You can use that at really key appropriate times to disrupt things, and actually it deals a tremendous amount of damage, to be honest with you. Radiant Healer to amplify Narbash's sustain and healing, although another option that I actually really like is Supply Sergeant is a option. You could forego Radiant Healer for Supply Sergeant, as it restores 150 mana every 75 seconds, plus it has maximum mana and mana regen. The mana sustain through this card is phenomenal, and I would actually, because you can turn health you can turn mana into health, Supply Sergeant may actually be a more reliable option, just because you can focus on when you want that mana return when you need it. Brilliant Fortification if there's a split pushing Wukong, or you're just behind and your towers are really getting a lot of pressure. Grab this to grant immunity to structures for 7 whole seconds. Protective Sentry, absolute must-have card that place down Shadow Wards across the map with mana. But don't hesitate to transition out of Protective Sentry to get things like Mauling's Grace and Yomi Guardian and stuff like that, and even Arcane Dancer. Arcane Dancer, great transition card into Yomi Guardian, and you know, just Malik's Grace. It's really powerful in giving you ability damage mitigation, 85% for the next 6 seconds. Use this, grants power and health. Really is a great tanky card if you need it. Malik's Grace to place that shield on yourself and yourself and an ally, 25% of your maximum health for 3-second shield. That is very strong every 4 to 5 seconds. Absolutely a must-have card on Narbash. Malik's Tribute, it's just there if you want to go for something like Silent Sentinel or Yomi Guardian a little bit faster. It grants health and mana, and when you're at maximum health, any healing grants you a shield for 15% of your health, and that is a lot. So this card, it is a good card, especially if you just want tankiness in your match. Yomi Guardian, we used that, talked about it in the match. It's phenomenal. Song of the Sentinel is very interesting. Narbash can use agility and vitality and intellect really quite well. Nearby allied heroes gain 22 attack speed and 16 basic armor. Grants you health and mana, exactly what you need. Really great late game card for Narbash. There you guys go. The gems, the auto health potion for even more sustain, healing towers, especially for that mana regen, is very powerful. Damage return for tankiness, reduction for tankiness, damage return, just so that when you're focused as a big squishy guy, I mean, you can return some of the damage, and Reflexive Purify so that you can kind of get out and reposition and kind of continue to do your things on the battlefields. And Onslaught, so you can use those very great abilities more and more often. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments of this Narbash guide. Patreon allows creators to offer their fans a way of supporting them and what they do. With flexible and painless payment options, anyone can support their creator for as little as $1 a month. If you would like to help me do what I love, check out the link in the video description to learn more. Please like this video if you liked it, dislike it, share it with the community, of course, guys. Subscribe. If you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful, hit that subscribe button so I can do it for you in the future. Check the video description for links to my website, merchandise store, Amazon affiliate, everything else is down there, as well as my social media. Huge shout out to my Patreon supporters, YouTube subscribers, YouTube sponsors, and my Twitch subscribers, all going out of the way to help make me do these videos, make it all possible. Until next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.